time at Star Torch Academy.
Over here! First, the good news. They've crossed my name off the mental health watch list. I'm finally... And the bad news. Since I kinda did some falsifying during the investigation, they said I breached the rules. But since I did it to make sure the bad guy didn't get away with anything, and I actually helped out, the final verdict is I'll still have to stay on the mental health watch list for a while. Well, once you have your suspect, the rest is easy. Plus, there's one teacher whose forte can ring out the... But I do have Professor Mort. I guess that means it'll be harder to skip her classes now. Dr. Herson said she was overclocked for too long. I'm worried. Yeah. Let's go check on her.
Hello. May I ask if you are Rover? I'm here to inform you that Professor Mornier has just woken up. Please wait! Don't come in yet!
Sorry, my body. I've gone through rehab before, and it's been a while since this happened. Don't worry. Professor Mornier, Dr. Herson said you were in bad shape. To be honest, but when I was drifting in and...
A light blue ring. Can you describe what you saw in more detail? It sounds like the girl Mornier saw is the same one I encountered when I first got to La. She's able to go up against the Thenodian, figuring out who she is and what happened to her.
Rover? Rover! Hey! Stop! To celebrate Professor Mornier waking up and the crisis being... Go for a ride! Nothing beats the wind on your face. Especially when the three of us still don't have a group pic...
A photo under the new Helios. Sounds like...
Witnessing the ride.
Let's go. So, not bad, huh? Back in the day, whenever I was stressed about the future. Look, now we can just enjoy the breeze without a care in the world.
I used to think that when I saw this view, but now, when I see heat, I just think, what a beautiful sight.
Let's scream that from the rooftops! To freedom!
To civilization.
To new beginnings.
Three days ago, when Helios was launched, we registered an unexpected spike in void matter concentrations near Hyvatia. It interfered with the launch. We're still unsure what triggered the surge, but after comparing the waveforms with the device Professor Mornier brought back, we suspect it was an artificially induced void storm. And we found you, unconscious, close by.
Dr. Hudson, I really can't remember anything.
You can relax. Professor Lucilla has already given you the clear. You're not a suspect. I'm just here for protective oversight. Acting as your personal bodyguard, you might say.
Aren't you the campus doctor? And you're here to
A doctor's duty, isn't it? But there is one thing I need your testimony on. Before you fainted, who did you see?
Good day, gentlemen. Hyvatia's routine maintenance has been completed. I'll be on my way.
Who's that? Oh, never mind. No time to think about that. Dr. Hudson, the Academy's review committee thinks that what I've said is unbelievable. But if you're willing to trust me... Before I passed out, I saw... myself.
It seems my hastily chosen pawn has proven to be utterly ineffectual. It appears I'll have to add the final flourish, but no matter, no matter. I'll simply... Oh, such a pity, though. With this... But that is a tale to be seen.
Mentor, the wind may have messed your hair.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
I'll do my best.
I will be there for everyone I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Do you? Yes. The space trek collect the last time I had this much time off. Well, now, what would you like to discuss? The reactor drive didn't land, and then it would be night. Now, what would you like to discuss? Oh, it's because you're right, but I have a friend. Even though that mentor left, as long as you have something to teach, so can I would you like to discuss? It's because someone made me promise that when they left, so until their goals are achieved, maybe until I can give you that answer myself. Now, what would you like to discuss? Okay, stay a bit longer this time.
My symptoms have stopped for now, but whatever drained my frequency is still somewhere in the High Roy. The only thing I haven't surveyed yet is the Exostrider out in the Frostlands. The Roy's Trine myth likely mentions it. This lecture could be my chance to find a clue.
Faster than a rabbit.
Now we reach the second epoch of the Roy and Trine myth, the sacred reactor epoch. After Boulder, the sun's incarnation, it's...
Oh, okay. This section, it describes how the records say both the Exostrider, the Threnodian pushed the Exostrider to the brink of defeat. But at that moment, for, reasons unknown, the Exostrider's reactor drive flared with blinding light.
Strength to raise its sword and seal the Threnodian away. The High Roy was saved. What a relief. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Imeth from Rebel College, same as you. First time seeing you in class. Trying to collect credits from all 4 departments? That's ambitious.
Imeth, I've been looking for you. I never got the chance to thank you.
Thank me?
The day the Eye of the Thenodian appeared, you drove...
Did I? Sorry, I don't...
She doesn't sound like she's lying. Then how?
A synchronist. A freshman.
What's so funny?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just not used to seeing you like this. I mean, look at you. Something's missing. The Academy still hasn't issued you one? They're painfully slow sometimes.
I miss?
I have to go. Gotta run, Professor!
Rover, let's try to channel that enthusiasm into listening. Do come see me in my office after class, okay? Assistant Navora, if you would. Pick up from the Twilight Epoch's Unending Winter, please.
Sagrika, could you come to the library with me? Okay. Hey, did you notice the new student? The one who kept talking to himself during class.
Rover, something happened during class, didn't it? So a girl named Imeth just got up and left the lecture hall? I never expected to hear that name again. Certainly not like this. Perhaps you've just had a run-in with a ghost. After all, you were the only one who saw her.
President Lucilla, what do you know about her?
Stay at Rebel College long enough, and you'll eventually hear her name mentioned. Though it's a story from over a decade ago now. Imeth was a synchronist. Brilliant. Popular. Professors had her high. Then, during a piloting drill, she simply vanished. She climbed into a simulator with the others. But when the cockpit reopened, hers was empty. Intrigued? Want to go find her? She saved you? Huh. Seems the mysteries around that girl are still multiplying. To see someone who vanished years ago, presumed dead, lingering around the Academy, a figment of your imagination, or is there more to it? I'm very curious to find out. She disappeared from the Synchroling training grounds. The very cockpit she vanished from is still there. The Academy turned it inside out at the time and found nothing. But if you're interested, go take a look. I expect you'll dig up some new surprises for us.
Solace Cannon. What could they be doing here? That's Oliskin. It's headed straight for the Synchroling training grounds.
Just like a bird. Faster than a rabbit.
My frequency loss. It's getting worse.
And nope. Still on the fritz. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. After that mech flew off, I felt less of my frequency bleeding out. That mech's frequency felt like the presence from the rift back in Onami City. Imeth, that mech only left after it saw you. After you clashed with it, that's twice you've saved me. Each time I'm left with more questions. And your hand, back there.
Me? I'm not the Exostrator's synchronous now. I'm its resonator. I just died first. Call me a digital ghost. +10 years back, the underground seal broke. The Threnode. I was still a student. My sync with the Exostrator, but there was no other choice.
So you overclocked yourself to try to resonate with it.
Yup. Impressive, right? I woke the big guy up. If only for a second. The seal held. The crisis averted. But it was too much for me. So yeah, I died. But I'm still here, just floating around. You can see me now because of this little guy. The Exostrider's reactor core. My existence is kinda tethered to it now. Think of it as my heart. Even as a digital ghost, I never stopped trying to pull myself back together. To get back to reality, there's something I gotta do. And I gotta be the Exostrider's true resonator to see it, but our resonance started with an overclock. The power I got was unstable from the get-go. I've spent years building it back up with this core. The Soliskin have been my little helpers too. Then, not long ago, you ended up with it. That became your backstage pass to seeing me.
Not long ago.
Bingo! Since then, the core has become energy
Then it was you. You were the one who saved Mornyu.
You and that junior of yours were always close. We even crossed paths a few times back when I was still, well...
A junior of mine. So I really did know.
Oh, and by the way, when you charged in to save Professor Mornier, you looked pretty cool. All right, no more teasing. But I mean it. No matter what, you always choose to save. And to me, that's the coolest thing in the world. The most beautiful. Anyway, back to business. The reactor core is tied to Sigillum. That's the mech that attacked you. It's like those void worms you fought. Made mostly of Exostrider parts, but corrupted. Contaminated by Threnodian void matter. Sigillum stole a chunk of my power. That threw a wrench in my whole reassembling myself project. Now it's after the core too. Since Sigillum holds this piece of the Exostrider's power, it can't be killed completely as long as the Exostrider and I exist. Now,
it can only be me who stops it. And since just touching the thing makes your frequency drain, taking it down should plug your leak too. Plus, I get my power back. Win-win. But see what it's doing to me? Even with you holding the core, I keep flickering in and out. 1 second I can touch you, the next I'm fading right through. So annoying. So will you help? You've got the core, and also, I've noticed, when the core is in your hand, it runs faster.
I can tell you're leaving a few things out, Ibis. Still, you helped me and a lot of people in the High Roy.
Existence is the imprint life leaves behind. Being remembered, talked about, and seen. All the places I went when I was alive bear those imprints. The core's running lets me find and record those frequencies. These little cuties have been my scouts. And they'll be our guides now, too. Pretty easy, huh? All you gotta do is carry the core and follow our lead.
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Thanks in advance, study buddy. The Soliskin went down the lift. Let's follow.
Before we go, I need to contact Mornay. The reactor drive was High Roy's son. If I'm using the core... Imith definitely glossed over some things. Like what happened during our previous encounter. After years drifting like this, I'll bide my...
Has something happened, Mentor? I see. So it must be the key to reactivating the Exostrider. But as you said...
Mornay?
My. Already caused a stir in the training grounds. Color me impressed. I'll have people clean up the aftermath. You can carry on as you see fit.
You were monitoring my comms with Mornay?
You're a person of special interest. Of course we keep an eye on your movements.
We?
Yes, we. The Space Trek Collective. Think of us as the annoying adults on campus. I'll handle the debate between the Institute and the Academy about the core. This is a matter that when you're done with your business, I'll need you to return the core to the Exostrider. You didn't mention it to Mornay, but I suspect your possession...
President Lucilla, I don't appreciate being interrogated of...
My apologies. After the incident with Warren, here's a peace offering. I've granted... I'll also personally apologize to... How's that, Rover?
Why is the Space Trek Collective pushing...
You should know. You have a past in the High Roy. And you have some kind of connection to the Twilight Epoch. We've always tried. You know where to find me if you need anything, Rover.
The Soliskin is leading us to the auditorium first. The new solar celebration is almost here. I wonder what they'll put on this time. By then, exams will be over, and we'll finally get a long break. Ah, vacation. What's not to look forward to?
Wind, guide me.
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy. I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone has fun. Told you.
Oh, hello. Are you here for the Fleet Snowfluff fan meeting? The venue is still being set.
But she's a singer, a camper.
But her site hasn't been updated in over 10 years.
Don't be such a downer. Maybe she just probably never showed her face to here. Even if you're not a fan, you...
Night a fan meeting. Come on, let's follow...
Told you, there are tons of Fleet Snowfluff fans at the Academy.
I just hope the fan meeting goes smoothly and everyone has fun.
scrapping so many drafts. I finally got
The
this poster.
fan meeting merch made it on time. Thank
What? Oh, just a habit of mine. Waving, chatting, going to class. It makes me feel like I'm still alive. If I stop, I might forget what it felt like to be human. Call it a self-reminder.
Fleet Snowfluff.
Yep, that's me. But don't say my alias out loud. It's embarrassing.
So you weren't just a synchronist. You had a whole other life here.
Just one of my many hobbies. I was into photography, gaming, movie nights with friends. Figured you only get to be a student for a few years. And I wasn't the ambitious researcher type. I wanted to soak it all up while I could. I tried a little bit of everything. I just wanted a happy, carefree life. Who knew I'd end up as a ghost, stuck as a student for 10 more years? How awful is that? Wait, does this mean I'm never gonna graduate? Hope so. Guess everyone needs something to hold on to. It's good to have a little hope. But I have to say, it's really moving to hear people talk about my songs after all this time. I wrote those for myself, you know? Never expected so many people to care. But if they made someone feel something, joy, pain, anything, that makes me really happy. Hey, listen. Hear that song playing in the auditorium? That's the unfinished demo I left on my site. What a shame. I really should have finished that before the training run. Now it's my little musical epitaph. Let's go. The Soliskin is calling us.
Is that the student rep from Rebel College? That's one bold speech.
Is she giving a welcome speech or recruiting for a space adventure club? Uh-oh.
But she made a good point, didn't she? Isn't that...
Imeth, right? I remember her sync test scores were off the charts. We might be looking at this year's Prime Exostrider candidate.
Don't be so sure. Heard about her extracurriculars. Put nicely, she's quite the dabbler. Put bluntly, she doesn't take anything seriously.
Potential is still potential. She's brilliant. She just needs guidance.
May we one day walk among the stars, to touch with our own hands a universe so cold, so real, and so breathtakingly beautiful. That's all from me. If I keep going, my credits this year might be in danger. It's an amazing feeling to be here at Star Torch Academy, and to know I'll be sharing this journey into the great unknown with all of you. There's just one thing missing today. So, to him, I want to say,
Looking back, I really do miss those days. Star Torch Academy is a nice place. I mean, I caused...
You saved Lahai Roy, Imeth. But you paid for it with your future. And no one even knows.
Of course not. If I hadn't, I wish I could have been there. At graduation. To hug my friends and wish them all the happiness in the world. The Solaskin headed outside. Let's catch up. If it's leaving the campus, it's probably going to the Frostlands. Right, we'll need to take the Starward Riseway.
That place above the sword.
Yes, a frozen, silent plain, white with endless snow. The place where the Exostrider finally sank into slumber.